Hey people, Injured here, 2v2, Ancestor's Rest, blue side. Venjitron is a Farseer support hero that fights in melee combat, some powerful buffs, debuffs and control abilities. The Oathway DLC recolored blue actually sprints off there, alongside Kaze with a Chaos SOrcerer, offensive and disruptive hero with powerful battlefield manipulation and control. The Thousand Suns elite scheme over here. Where's them hoods? There they are. Red team, we got some Space Marines, Jambo with a Force Commander, very good offense, fights in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt and support with buffs. We got some Blood Ravens, alongside MakeMeHappy with more Blood Ravens, and a Techmarine, starts off in ranged combat and can also support with structures and repair, even get into some melee. Maybe we'll see his power axe actually against CSM. We have some more heretics on the way for Kaze. Triple Dire Avengers from Venjitron against Space Marines, eh? Typically you'd get Triple Dire Avengers into Rangers or a Shuriken, and then what do you do about the Assault Squad? I guess you can use Doombringer and grenades and stuff. Farseer gets a little bit isolated. Now the Triple Dire Avengers can try and peel models off the scouts, which they can do quite effectively. Don't want to let the Force Commander get in here. These guys drop a model. Scouts are... oh, they're going to decap that natural power point. Let the Force Commander get in. These guys are also going to need to run. Just attacks out then for the two Space Marine players, and I'm going to get confused because they have the same scheme and stuff. Techmarine getting surrounded. Can't all get into melee with him though, as you can see, and a good special attack knocks him out into the open. Consumes the heretics. Doom bolts goes flying in. Oh, but hits terrain. CSM now in melee here. These guys should be using their Kraken bolts, which does affect melee attacks and gives them a 20% damage bonus to CSM. The whole reason it was added is because of the addition of Chaos in Chaos Rising, but maybe they'd already used it. CSM now getting in with some tactical marines. A good special attack from the sorcerer again. These guys might drop a model. Heretics doom blasting and running. Are they going to die? Very nearly died. These guys get a good doom blast. Those Space Marines, sorry, do get away. Happens so often. They do so much damage to Marines early on. Just can't kill them. Doom blast and run just as the Force Commander smacks one down. It's basically his job. Hit heretics with his chainsaw. Another Doom blast and run. Yeah, I don't think that was needed. Could have just sent the CSM into melee and killed him, I believe. Here comes some support from MakeMeHappy with double tactical marines. Force Commander's not running away here. It might be because he knows the Techmarine's here. And he just like, oh, I'll just get as much damage as I can, die, and then get revived. Double Kraken bolts scares those guys off pretty quickly. We do have natural victory points in the north and south. Contested in the mid here. There's some more natural power in the north. And slightly less natural power in the south. It's a bit easier to hit down here, I think. Force Commander, are you going to revive him or what? I was going for a decap, I think. Where's the other tactical marines? Oh, they're right here. Assault Squad it is for Jambo, Raptors for Kaze. And we do see that Shuriken Cannon Guardian Weapon team for Venjitron. I don't know how they're controlling this thing. Is it like Eldar Psycho shenanigans? They just think about where they want it to move and it goes. Those Marines caught out of cover. Took lots of QQ. There's Guide on the Shuriken, increasing its range and damage, which as you can expect is pretty amazing for a setup team. Look at that range now. Won't last forever, of course. CSM joined them in the mid, and Heretics get an aspiring champion. He's a Chaos Marine with Chainsword and Bolt Pistol. Increases the health of the other models, and we've got some Raptors here, all infiltrated and stuff. Keep them infiltrated until you jump them if you can. Are we fully powered up here? No, we're not. This is only just getting loaded. Blue team also have one farm fully populated. Triple tactical marines for MakeMeHappy. There's a jump. Suppressing all three squads, but then when they're not suppressed, triple Kraken bolts is going to mess you up. Doom bolts could do a lot of work to that if they're not in cover, obviously. I think you should get some more heretics up, Kaze. Or, I mean, heretics with grenade launchers, and then some havocs, I think. Or maybe havocs first. Triple tack garbage, says Kaze. I mean, it's easy to counter. You should be happy. Get those havocs up, and that's pretty much shut down. I guess Jambo does have assault marines. which messes with that plan a bit if he ventures to the south. Bash that node. There's a jump, the first jump I think. We'll see how Venjitron responds to these guys now. The Shuriken's able to get away. Assault Marines can jump again quickly, but they got messed up there. Good grenade going in from MakeMeHappy. Might wipe out these Dire Avengers if they get focused down. Yes, down they go. Force Commander was in there. We've lost the indicator for this guy. Techmarine's level 2. Force Commander's level 2. And the Mastercrafted Bolter is in. Will tear through light infantry quite well. And the high-powered shot, pretty damn good. Can mess up the Raptors, suppress them, and also the Heretics too. You have anything, Mr. Sorcerer? Sword of Flame. Nothing for the Farseer yet. Those guys are still level 1. They've much easier for the red team to kill stuff. I mean, it's Dire Avengers and Heretics and stuff. They can build up the XP quicker. Venjitron not replacing those Dire Avengers. Not getting Banshees either. Goes straight into tier 2. Would love a Wraith Lord, I guess, but they have a lot of potential for some very quick anti-vehicle, the red team. Missile launchers all over the place. Potentially, and coruscating flame on those Raptors there. Speaking of flame, we have a Flame of Tactical Marine Squad taking care of some power just as it's being built, which will refund some of the cost here. I think it scales depending on how much of it's built. The more that's built, the less you get back. Power bashing over here to our Dire Avengers. These guys don't have a sergeant, they don't have shotguns. There's basically a capping bot, these guys. Might as well just give them to the AI. Shuriken's going to get jumped and most likely forced off unless these guys can get into the grenade. And Battle Cry was used as well, which is why they have these yellow buff circles. Force Commander's bolt pistoling some Dire Avengers up. There's the grenade. That was a strange place to put it. I thought I was going to put it on the corner of these stairs, try and catch those, well, the ramp, I guess. Try and catch those Assault Marines. Farseer still with no war gear. Could get Gravity Blade, could get the Doombringer, as I said. Got some options. There's Coruscating Flame on the Raptors again, so they can jump in and set things on fire. MakeMeHappy with triple tax into an Assault Marine squad. Just bringing all the Marines out in tier 1. It's a blood crusher for Kaze. Perhaps now realizing that MakeMeHappy must be still in tier 1. Oh, those tactical Marines got messed up. So lucky to get away with 2 models there. Raptors now getting overrun though, and so are the Heretics. Don't want to stay in too long here. Tries to use the suppression to run. That was a good piece of play from Kaze actually. I don't think the Heretics would have got away if they didn't do that. Are they going to get away? Yes. Curse of Injured has been broken. Trying to get the power back here is Venjitron, and it is a Wraith Lord. Jambo's 3/4 of the way to tier 2, and Blood Crusher is on the field before MakeMeHappy even starts their tier 2. Just need some requisition. And they got shotguns and sergeant for the scouts. Lots of resources spent in tier 1. I mean, if it does the job, then it's worth it. They didn't really get on this power though, did they? I'm not sure if it fully paid off. I'm not sure if they fully got enough like pressure out of this much expenditure in tier 1, but it could ramp up severely in tier 2 with upgrades and stuff, of course. Get that sergeant, get that melter, get special weapons for those tactical marines. Blood Crusher is a bloodletter riding a juggernaut. It's got vehicle armor, can also benefit from worship like a demon. Pretty damn good, and should be way more aggressive with it here. I guess it's easy for me to say because I know that Jambo doesn't have any anti-vehicle up right now, but Kaze doesn't know that. And they can die super fast. It's a Wraith Lord here then from Venjitron, gone for a shoulder-mounted Bright Lance before seeing a vehicle. A little bit premature. I think it's like 30 power to get those things, isn't it? Could have waited a bit, I think. 412 to 327 on the VPs. Are you going to cap? There you go, fellas. They do have this contested power in the mid. Melter Bomb is up. Thunder and Lightning for the Assault Marines also gives them blind grenades, which you don't see used that often because they're typically spending all their energy on jumps and the melter. It's nice to have, if you can remember. Oh, Farseer goes down, just shot to bits by loads of bolt guns. Raptors get a good jump, Coruscant Flame on them. Then the Heretics get jumped. Blood Crushers on the Assault Marines though. And also the Wraith Lord on the other Assault Marines. So they've been dealt with early in Tier 2 for sure. Blood Crusher getting some work done. Tactical Marines left in play a bit too long, but they get alright. Alright, just one model loss. Oh, look at this. Vengeance Rounds Devastators doing some work to that Wraith Lord. That's a lot of damage. I don't think it's going to quite get the kill, no. Blood Crusher is going after him now. Can he get a model? He might chase him back into base. Just stand there smacking him, I guess not. Farseer is going to be revived by the Sorcerer, which I don't... maybe level him? He's got Demon Armor up. No, not quite. No War Gear still for the Farseer. The Wraith Lord desperately needs repairs. Dire Avengers and Heretics would be able to repair it. What have you got going on? Power Fist Force Commander with Artificer. Bad news for the Blood Crusher. Blood Crushers do not have melee resistance. So if you can get Flesh over Steel on that thing, it goes down so fast with the Power Fist. Wraith Lord will fare better with its melee resistance. Tactical Marines got another bash. Flamer's done some work. Force Commander's going for that central victory point. I feel like Blue Team could have pushed on a little bit more there when they forced everything off. Just run the Blood Crusher up to the power. So quick. Speaking of though, look at this now. Just double missile launchers and Stern Guard veterans who can of course use vengeance rounds. There they are. These guys are first company Marines that can change their ammo to combat all targets, including Blood Crushers with their vehicle armor. Shuriken needs to keep moving or spinning or something. There's another jump. Can these guys respond with a grenade maybe? No, not going to chance it. Do have their X-Arc, gives them that nice emboldened ability that you see there. I think it improves their damage and gives them some damage resist. Flesh over Steel on the Blood Crusher. It's now completely deactivated. But now it's back. Demon Armor's up too. Gives some damage resistance. I think it's only range damage resistance though, isn't it? It also makes, yeah, whenever a projectile travels through the demonic shield, it makes it glow for some reason. Not sure what's up with that. Did the Blood Crusher live? No, I thought he got walked away, but the Sorcerer's right here. Blood Crusher goes down. I mean, it was expected. Look how much they've invested into anti-vehicle. And that makes the Blood Crusher worth it. I mean, you spent 60 power on the Blood Crusher, and look how MakeMeHappy responded. Spent 80 power on missile launchers. And there was the melter from Jambo as well. And now those guys are going to be significantly less effective against infantry going forward unless they pay again to swap to another weapon. Because the missile launcher basically just won't hit infantry now. Big swings from the Wraith Lord takes out 2 of those Devastators. Venjitron dropping the Guardian weapon team along the way. I guess when he got jumped over there, I wasn't really paying attention. CSM with an Aspiring Champion and a ton of war. The Aspiring Champion gives them slaughter when they don't have a mark, which is pretty useful. What was that? Oh, it was a Sorcerer being repurchased. Or warping or something. Didn't realise I went down over there. Wraith Lord eats a melter, but is being repaired. He's alright. Level 2, he's done well. Tier 3 for Jambo. Kaze's already in Tier 3. And has a decent chunk of change. I wonder what they're going for. Predator tank's the obvious one, but there's so many missile launchers and stuff. I guess it's not that obvious. Surprised we didn't see Bloodletters come out. I mean, they wreck basically all of these units. Was that Fortune? I think that was Fortune on the Wraith Lord. Yes, it is. And we have the Singing Spear, kind of a straight up DPS weapon for the Farseer. You can focus her energy using her other abilities and just smack you around with that. Didn't see Guide go down on anything, but maybe it did. Wraith Lord is getting some kills. Assault Squad again Another squad of Marines getting away with very little health and 2 models. We've got Slaughter, Chaos Space Marines here. They can switch to melee weapons while Slaughter is active and actually be really freaking effective. And they get some good health regen as well. Look at their health there. 392 to 285. Missile launcher and melter bomb on the Wraith Lord. But now it's seeing on the Devastators, they do get away. Autarch drops a little bit late. But there she is. Sub Commander for Eldar. Really quick on her feet. Can jump around, buff things, and tie things up really well. Can also get a fusion gun, anti-everything weapon at relatively short range, which is quite useful. No tier 3 units yet. And again, the blue team not pushing on like they should. Look at this victory point. Farseer could have fleeted over there. Easily got a decap. Big misplays from the blue team when they get the upper hand briefly. They should be pushing the advantage a little bit more. Autarch has that inspiration on kill, as you saw. Executioner Blade is in. Also getting her force shield. Orbs of the Omnissiah up for the Techmarine. They've really struggled to deal with this Wraith Lord, haven't they? Despite all the anti-vehicle stuff they have. Jambo now with the missile launcher. 3 missile launchers, a melter bomb, a power fist, and now orbs and now a melter gun, all to try and deal with this Wraith Lord. Blue team very stagnant in the mid there. Really should have pushed on, tried to get some decaps or something. What is this? This guy's stuck. This guy looks super stuck. Surely they can jump out of there. Maybe MakeMeHappy might not even have realized that they're there. Where's the rest of the squad? Is that all of them in there? Not sure. I haven't mentioned it in chat. They may not even realize. Can I get in there? Yeah, that's both of them. Jump out, dude. 392 to 227. Great unclean one for Kaze. Jambo floating tons of resources here. Waiting for the moment to drop in Terminators, maybe? Assault Terminators would help with the Wraith Lord. Farseer being suppressed by the devs, but it is under threat if the Wraith Lord gets close. Here comes that power fist. Look at the chunks of health coming off that Farseer each hit. Down she goes. 3 hits and she's pulverized. Autarch gets on the Devastators there. See a council up for Venjitron. MakeMeHappy needs to buy something or go tier 3. Or both. The Assault Marines are still stuck in there. I don't know of a reason why they couldn't jump out. But it might be the case that they're stuck there just permanently. I don't know what's going on. Land Raider Redeemer on the way for Jambo. MakeMeHappy does go tier 3. There's a great unclean one. It's a big bastard. Passively damages nearby enemies, and also pretty nasty in combat. Oh, they could just walk out apparently. Maybe just completely forgot they existed. There's Foul Snare. Just shot his intestines at them. You guys need to run. Yeah, I think it's completely forgotten about these guys. And down they go. Blue team, I don't think they didn't push the advantage. They should have got some decaps on this VP at the very least. They should have way more of a VP lead by now.
The enemy has 200 points remaining.
Here comes the gaggle of Marines again. So many missile launchers. Which will do good damage to the Great and Clean one. I mean, plasma guns would be better. This thing has super heavy infantry armor, not vehicle armor. MakeMeHappy could get a Land Raider of their own pretty soon. Jambo just waiting for it, I think. And been given the luxury of being able to wait for it because Blue team haven't pushed onto this victory point enough. They haven't pushed onto the powers enough. Heal there was from the Autarch jump. Wraith Lord on the front lines. Being careful to try and keep Dire Avengers close to it for repairs. See a council taking some damage. These guys with power melee weapons and they leap into combat. Super dangerous against Marines. Here's the Land Raider. acts as a mobile base for the Space Marines. Can retreat to it, can reinforce off it, and it's got some powerful weaponry of its own. Wraith Lord with a Wraithbone heal. Here comes the Land Raider. We got some Marco Tzeentch CSN. What do they have? They have the Wraith Lord, obviously, with the Bright Lance. Raptor's aspiring champion. Here comes a Predator tank from Kaze. Oh, cancelled. Make Me Happy getting a Predator tank too. Has tons of red, so we could see a nuke. And they have blobbed up quite a lot in the mid for a while. 363 to 142. Can red team push here? Those Assault Marines got themselves isolated. You've got to be careful how you push. Approach play is a massive part of Dawn of War 2. How you approach fights is a massive deal. Huge difference to how the engagements go. Orbital did okay. In fact, almost wiped out those CSM. Great and clean one. Foul snaring stuff. Now taking some damage. Vengeance rounds being used. There's that Nurgle vomit. Those guys retreating back to the... Oh no! Mistake from Jambo. Were those Jambo's Marines? Oh, those are Make Me Happy's Marines. Make Me Happy did not set the Land Raider as the retreat point, so those guys are going back all the way back to base. There's a Spirit Stone's heal from the Farseer, and now a Predator tank. Needs to be careful with that thing. Some Chaos Terminators with an auto cannon. Force Squanner gets a revive. Level 7 now, this guy. Techmarine level 4 needs to run. Oh, look at that. The downed Sorcerer still able to use its warp to get the Great and Clean one there, which tosses the Techmarine aside. We have a las cannon Predator tank. Good shots on the Wraith Lord there. Land Raider's still in play. Can they get into the mid? Jambo floating resources like crazy. I don't think they have the population for Terminators, though. I think Terminators are 21, aren't they? Maybe just let your scouts die or something to get Terminators. I think that's worth it. Well worth it. Although they do repair. Stone Guard leveled up yet? Nope. Marines are level 3 and level 2. Can't believe this Wraith Lord is still around, seeing how much anti-vehicle the red team have had in this game. We have a Shrine to Tzeentch being constructed, which will shoot out Doom Bolts, which is fun. Also gives some damage resistance to the Chaos units around here, I believe. Here we go. Trying to focus down that Wraith Lord. Oh boy, those Assault Marines got absolutely destroyed. Another Orbital. Raptor's jumping into a whole bunch of trouble now. Orbital's going to hit pretty well here. Made the mistake of putting 2 beams on the same place though. See, 1 beam knocks them away from the second one. Decent nuke. And they're in. They're on the mid. And they're capping it with Tactical Marines. Great and Clean one needs to waddle away here. Oh, not before a foul snare. This guy can just retreat back to the Land Raider. Yeah, Make Me Happy has not set the Land Raider as a retreat point. We might be seeing a relatively new player here. I guess there are tactical reasons not to set it as a retreat point, because you can get caught in big AoE stuff like nukes, but in these instances I think they should be using it. Avatar of Cain on the way for Venjitron. So many missed opportunities to put pressure on this victory point. They should have won this game by now, because they would have had several triple caps. Grabbing some Havoc, says Kaze. Although they're lying, there's no Havocs on the way. Can never trust a Chaos Sorcerer. Look at the resources Jambo has. Buy something. Foul snare. Could just retreat back to the Land Raider though. And a hell of a lot of damage. Is the Eldritch? No Eldritch available for Venjitron. Good frag assault there. Needs to back off. The Great and Clean one's going to take a lot of damage. Where's the Sorcerer? The Sorcerer is here, so the Great and Clean one can't be walked out to safety. Well done with the Land Raider there, Jambo. Just got it away. Oh, he's going back in now. Chaos Terminator is teleporting behind it for some reason. Maybe to try and block it. You can't get rear armor hits on a Land Raider. It's a thick boy. Okay, Q1 being chased. Oh no, now it's shooting at heretics. And now Havocs. And now it's infiltrated. 299 to 62. Some repairs for the Land Raider, but didn't take that much damage. But a teleporting force commander now. Here we go. Smacking the las cannons. Might get a kill. I think it would have been worth it to kill that thing. You've got so much resources, you can easily rebuy your force commander. Fire Prism for Venjitron. Why is Jambo... I mean, they got a Predator tank out, but you can get some more stuff. Get some Devastators up. Setup team's always useful. Or just another Predator tank. Just been cancelled though. Where's this one? Is it getting repairs? It is getting repaired slowly. Techmarine can also help out with that, of course. There we go. There's the Avatar of Kane's super unit for Eldar. Passively buffs nearby allies and is pretty nasty in combat. Devastators need to back the hell off. 259 to 62. Looks like they're gonna get a decap in the mid. Demonic shield there helping out. Level 5 sorcerer. What about a Farseer? Also level 5. Yeah, Jambo should be using these scouts to try and get around onto the victory point, I feel like. I mean, repairs are important, but the Techmarine's there for that. Gotta get that VP. It's all about them VPs. Now Terminator armor for the Force Commander. Really? You're fully kitted out. You're doing well with your Power Fist. Why are you getting Terminator armor? It's 75 power. Could have got another Predator tank. There he is. Storm Bolter and Power Fist, Teleporter, all that good stuff. Blue team have now taken the mid and are just standing here, blobbed up, just asking to be nuked. There we go, move guys. Fire Prism is relatively fragile, but has crazy range, and you can buff that range, of course, with Guide even more. Terminators here for Jambo. They do not go for the Assault Terminators, which is a mistake, I think. Lightning Claw Terminators would do massive amounts of work to this army. Look at this though. Terminator Force Commander. Rear armor hits and the Fire Prism is not going to survive, nor did the Predator tank. Good damage on the Avatar. Sorcerer getting suppressed. Oh, subjugating some Devastators here. Avatar does get away, kind of. 256 to 17. Blue team finally pushing through beyond this point. It's like they were afraid to go beyond this point. There was some kind of sign telling them not to. You're going to get a decap, guys? There we go. You can do it. Chaos Terminator is going for it. Another Fire Prism on the way for Venjitron. Don't think it's going to be needed. 256 to 4. And there's the decap for a double. And there's the game for Blue team. They kind of laboured it a bit. I think they could have won this much earlier if they were on that VP a lot more. And I didn't see them even attempt a power bash ever. It was a strange one. Kaze got level 6 with a level 5 Farseer, that Terminator Force Commander of course, and a level 5 Techmarine. There you have it guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.